acid on the lip. I was up late, flew back from Cali, 50 missed, caused a touch base. Okay, what's up, babe? 500 miles on the whip, trips to upstate. 2 ties of acid on the lip. I was up late, flew back from Cali, 50 missed, caused a touch base. Okay, I had to upgrade. Savage. The broken ones will happily leave, but it's my goal they're attracted to me. I can't help you, I don't ever have to believe. My half-life is where it happened to be. I draw my life in chalk and then scream when it rains. My expectations are the death of me, but I'm too cheap for heavy pain.
Third fucking gear and it can't keep traction. Fuck, this car sucks.
apricot skies reflect in your eyes, change when you lie to me. Tender goodbyes, turn out the lights and break my heart before you leave. Because I still got the memories of everything you said. Who turned your words against me, then you asked me to defend. Won't give an explanation cause you know I'll hold my breath. But time's running out and you're still in my head. I wanna try to be everyone's everything. I'm leading you on. There's nothing to you. You hold the truth in your hands. If calling was so hard, then why do you stay? Cold in July, your arms open wide, both palms round my neck, but the feeling is the same. So don't act surprised when you see that light. Why we run in circles if we got nothing to hide? Because I still got the memories of everything you said. You turned your words against me, then you asked me to defend. Give an explanation 'cause you know I'm a breath. But time's running out again. I wanna try to be everyone's everything. I'm leading you on.
Fuck. Why am I losing it on the last fucking corner? Brutal.
Yeah, we're not slowing down. Say, what? Aye. Hop on the beat, you know it's sweat day. If they go against me, go and give them all the sweat day. We know that they need that. Living on your kneecaps, way too many trolls out. I don't want your feet.
that was a good run. Oh, I had over half a second gained on that. It wasn't even half done the lap.
Shawty bad, she staring at me. You know that alphabet come out with a G. At the function, my gang with me. You just here to have fun, it's the same with me. And you probably here cause your ass was lame. Come with me, I want treat you the same. Swear you the flyest, just get on the plane. So I had to come up and ask what's your name. What's your name? I can take that weight off your shoulders. Girl, you looking so good at this party. To shoot a promotion, forget the promoters. Come and ride, switch like doing donuts. By the blow, the whole city know us. Ain't by the summer, they gotta change laws. I gotta see a million for me, that's the lowest. Montclair coat, I'm rocking designer. I think that it's panda on me. The same ones that never switched up, gon' be hopping off fans with me. Swear I'm like Danny Phantom, you can see. Cause none of these rappers can see me on beats. Shawty been down for a venture, let's go to the beach and let's go make the money repeat. I need a mess, but I'm rolling my cheese. The summer done, but we still 100 degrees. They asking for features, I'm charging the fees. To sit on the sidelines, now I get tea. Problem child, I've been yo out of free. Better have some bread if you coming for me. Case of my crib, now she coming for me. I call her the beauty, cause I've been a beast. I've been thinking I might have to check her the Caicos. And know you ain't choice, so stay in my lane. Give you hella chances, you ain't take those. She got a body like a goddess, no surgery, only got know how to make those. I might have to take y'all.
Alright guys, we gotta try to cut this down to 131 here.
Shawty bad, she staring at me. You know the alphabet come up with a G. At the function, my gang with me. You just here to have fun, it's the same with me. And you probably here cause your ass was lame. Come with me, I want you to the same.
Give my arms a little stretch real quick.
So I had to come up and ask what's your name.
Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. My shoulder's cracking. That felt good. driving that thing. Jeesh, what's going on, Blake? I don't know if I was gonna be alone for this whole stream or not. It's pretty quiet today. What's going on, G? How you doing? Lost my time, but I saved it. I'm good, bro. This car is a bitch to drive, bro. Oh my goodness. 2016 GT350R on Laguna Seca. It loses traction so quick, bro. Ridiculous. So tail happy. Even in like third gear exiting corners, man, it wants to spin. Like there. Like, man. Third gear, like 70 kilometers an hour and it's spinning. That's crazy. It's all about the throttle control on this car, what I've come to realize. Because it's just... It's impossible, bro. Bro, you gotta try Balatro. What's Balatro? The game I'm playing. I've never even heard of that. What's that game about? Like, what kind of game is it? Man, I barely have time for Gran Turismo, bro. I'm barely on this anymore. I feel like I'm just working so much. I even took overtime today. I gotta get off this in like half an hour to go in for overtime. Been working like 60-hour weeks. Trying to really get ready for car show season. It just went free for PlayStation Plus membership. It's poker with a twist. You do runs for score. I could very well be interested in that. You know, I'm a poker guy. I love my poker. I haven't played that in a while, actually. But yeah, if it's free, I don't see why not. I enjoy playing games with friends, so if I have friends that play it and it's possible to like play online together, then yeah, I would definitely get it. Man, you can't ever be full throttle on this car, and I think that's the craziest thing about it. No matter when you're on full throttle, you're losing traction. Or if you're braking into the corner, your rear end is gone instantly. The car's just so heavy. When you brake, so much weight transfers to the front. The second you enter the turn, your rear tires are gone. I'm also on racing hards, so it's super slippery. Oh, that was late. Fuck's sakes. Aiden, what's going on, bro? How you doing? You do run? I don't think it's online. Ah, so it's just like a computer game, Blake? You just play like one... You against computers?
Wait, I just had my first game. I ain't have a job in 2 years. It was way harder than you think. Never thought I'd be the one to make it happen. I thought I would
Yo, Blake, I just finished saying I got a buddy Brian in California. He drives an Elantra N. I chat with him often. He's at Laguna Seca today. Hyundai N is there right now. Like, he's in the Hyundai N booth at Laguna Seca. I'm so jealous, bro. I got a lot of homies out in Cali that have the Elantra N. Some of the dopest Elantra Ns in North America are out in Cali, obviously. Those boys out there got money. But it's so dope to be able to say, like, yeah, let's go for a drive, and then like half an hour later you're at this track. Like, man, imagine driving a car on this track. It's iconic, man. Send me his Insta. It's Brian Hernandez. Keep up, Brian. I'm gonna type it in the chat right now. I don't know if he's posting on his story yet, but he's sending me pictures. That's his. I just typed his Instagram in the chat. Keep up, Brian. He's at the end booth right now. He's probably posting it all over his story, but it's pretty sick to see, man. I'm pretty jealous. Not bad. Fresh out of back surgery Wednesday. Is your bumper still on back order? Nothing's on back order, Aiden. I got my car back, bro. I'm just finishing some modifications by myself. Yeah, no, everything's fixed, man. I hope your back surgery went well and you're recovering well, buddy. Take it easy on yourself. My car should be on the road by the end of the month with all of my mods. Downpipe, tune, high pressure fuel pump, Starlight headliner, Brom racing seats, Brom harnesses, Velocitec lit kit, new custom headlights. I'm getting a lot of custom work done on those headlights, so they're going to be easily one of one in the world. I'm excited for all the Korean boys to see it, because the Korean guys out there in Korea, they really do some unique stuff to their Elantra Ns. I mean, that's the birthplace of Hyundai, right? So like the Elantra N out in Korea is like the V8 American muscle cars in America. Like, people just do crazy shit to them. Crazy wraps, crazy modifications, and I guess the aesthetic in Asia too is just different. Or Korea rather. But Asia in general, it tends to be like that. They're a bit more, they're not afraid to be more unique and original with their builds. People don't judge them out there like you do in Western society. Like, over here, you do anything to your car and you got your own homies talking shit about you, you know? In Korea, I find the car culture is a lot more integrated with each other. I envy that about their car culture. Alright, you got carbon front end, forgot. Can't put the bumper on yet, can't wait to get another sports car. Yeah, man, hell yeah. Yeah, carbon front end, actually, I'll check right now. Where that is, if it's loaded up yet. If it's on the train. Feels like it's taking forever to get here. Let's see, do I have any updates? No, my last update is May 5th, so 4 days ago. The ship has been unloaded and is awaiting transfer by the second train. So the ship was unloaded, my shipping container with my carbon stuff in it was unloaded 4 days ago. So it's, I don't know how long it's going to take to get on the train, but the train's going to get here within like 2-3 days tops. And then it'll be delivered probably 2-3 days after that. So I'm hoping 2 weeks tops, but that's alright anyway, because my custom headlights are going to take longer than that. They're probably going to take 3 weeks. It's going to be the end of the month. It might even be the start of June, honestly, by the time I get everything on the car. And the car's like, you know, ready to run. If you know anyone with a Veloster, I got a full carbon duct. I mean, I know a lot of people with Velosters. It's expensive stuff though. Not too many people are in the market to spend that kind of money on mods, you know. Post it on Facebook Marketplace, but that's the best place to sell anything is Facebook Marketplace, and post it in a couple different areas. It's hard for me to keep track sometimes what everybody's got. Almost every day I get probably 2 or 3 messages. Hey, if you know anybody wanting this, let them know. If I started taking notes of everything, I could probably have like 30, 40 items to try to keep an eye out for people. I can't even keep track of my own life, brother. I got too much going on. What I recommend, the best way to sell things is definitely Facebook Marketplace. It's even better than Kijiji for sure. And post it in a busy area code. That's the thing that you got to do too. Like, don't post it where your small city is, you know? Post it in Ottawa, post it in Montreal, because then it's going to get a lot more views with a lot bigger car community. So you got much better chances. I mean, it sucks if you'd have to drive or meet up with somebody, but if you're selling in an expensive part, that's like several $100s, if not $1,000 or $2,000, then you're much better off selling it in a big city where people tend to have more money, right? Nobody's got money in cornhole, dude. Nobody's got money. Hard to sell. I've had my intake for sale, best Indy you get for a first gen Veloster. Yeah, that's the other issue, bro, is it's the first gen Veloster, right? It's kind of an older car. It's like 10 years old, so for people to have that kind of car, but then also spend the money on like a top end modification, if people got the money to spend on a top end modification, usually those kinds of guys will just buy a newer car, right? I'm not hating on the Veloster, it's a sick car, bro, but that's just the truth behind modding cars, right? It comes to a point where there's no point in throwing more money into your car. You should just sell the car and then upgrade the actual car. Unless you're trying to make it your own, you know, make it unique. Like, I'm dumping money into my Elantra right now, but that's only because I can't afford F80 M3. But I want to be able to afford the car and mod the car. That's the thing, right? Like, I might be able to afford the car, but it would be 100% stock. I'd barely be able to afford tires. You know, I can't drive a car completely stock all year long. I want to be able to mod my car every single month, you know, every year, change the wheels. Like, I love that kind of stuff. Yo, D-Dap, what's poppin', brother? We got Blake and D-Dap in here. What's happening, man? All the boys. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, too. Aren't you both at work right now? Working, yeah. I thought so. That's jokes. True, I'm the same way, can't stay stock. I love Hyundai, but I think I'm going German next summer. Yeah, man, as long as you can afford it, you know? It's all about budgeting. When you get into that, you're also really young, right? Don't make the same mistake I did, Aiden. When I was 18 years old, I was 18 in 2014, and I bought a 2011 328 BMW. And I had no money, bro. Like, I couldn't really afford to mod it. All it had was tint and then plasti dip wheels and then plasti dip front grille. But like, I couldn't afford to mod it. I couldn't afford to buy nice wheels for it. I couldn't, because the thing would break, and like to replace a wheel speed sensor was like 150 bucks, and then you're paying like 150 bucks labor, and it adds up so quick when it comes to German. And now 10 years later, I'm at a point in my life where, you know, I bought a Hyundai. And even though it's an N, like it's the highest model, I still know I couldn't afford German, you know. But when I was young and dumb, I had to impress my friends and have the coolest car, so I financed a BMW. But I'm out of that phase in my life now, and I'm making a lot more money than I did too when I was 18. That's the other part to consider. Making a lot more money, but still can't afford it. I never want to be in that position again, where you're barely making your car payments. That's rough. That's rough. Too many people do that because of clout and shit like that. Driving my Lyft, listening to you, so don't mind if I'm just lurking. Hell yeah, boys. I appreciate the views. You guys know that. And Blake, you're off today. Nice. Very nice. You got a few days off, or what's good with that? Alright, I got 10-15 minutes here before I gotta shower. Yo, to all the viewers in the chat right now, Dave, Blake, Aiden, and the fourth viewer that just popped in, I really appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see if I can try to beat this 132.4, guys. I know I can. I can probably get a full second faster. It's a tough lap, though. It's a tough lap to get. Yeah, Aiden, though, I just, the reason why I say all that is because I definitely don't want to see, you know, it's the kind of thing that you just have to make the mistakes on your own to kind of figure it out, I guess. Because, like, I didn't listen to anybody either. My dad did the same thing when he was young. He told me the same thing, and, you know, why would I listen to my dad, right? So sometimes in life you just have to make the mistakes on your own to figure out the hard way. And I'm one of those people. I have to make the mistakes by myself. I don't listen to people. I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn. But I'm also humble enough and show enough humility that when I make the mistakes, I can laugh about it and be like, okay, I'm the idiot. But I had fun. But did you die? No, you didn't die. So get your ass off the floor and do it again. True, definitely not Russian. It's all about saving. The B85S4 is one of the most reliable Audi from what I heard if you keep up with maintenance. You're talking about an older S Audi. They're not cheap, bro. I mean, you're saying it's one of the most reliable, but what happens if it breaks? I forget if the S4 has a belt or a chain, but if it's the chain car I'm thinking of, then you're gonna have worries. You're gonna have head gasket worries, and replacing a head gasket on an S4 is not a cheap job either. You know, unless you're very mechanically inclined to work on that kind of engine. I'm not even sure if, you know, if I had that kind of car, even with the knowledge I have and the knowledge my father has, I don't even know if I'd be willing to do mods on a car like that by myself. It's a risk you take, right? And an S4, bro, like that engine, a rebuild is like 10-15 grand easily. German's expensive. I wouldn't be getting an S4 anytime soon, that's for sure. That's like a 340i BMW, right? That's the exact comparison to an S4 is the 340i, and I know I can't even afford a 340i. And I do good enough for myself. My bills are paid, my fridge is full. And luckily, I have a second car too. That's the other thing, is that I have a backup car. So if something does ever happen to my Hyundai, like I'm a jackass with it and I blow it up, I'm not going to be too worried about the 10 to 15 grand to rebuild the whole engine because I got a second car. So it's not like it's a stressful situation, you know. It still is stressful because it's finances, but finances are replaceable and your time isn't. And you use time to make those finances. So it's stressful, but as long as you got a second car and you can still make it to work and still make that money to pay for that engine rebuild, then whatever, you know, roll with the punches a bit. Being extra costs money. That's the thing with cars, man. There's not a single thing you can do to a car that'll make it worth more money. It'll always be worth less money. You put 15 grand into mods into it, it somehow ends up being worth less money, you know? Like, so you got to make use of the investment too. That's one thing that I'm trying to do, and I tell everybody the same thing. Every now and then I get a couple guys messaging me like, how do you get sponsorships and stuff like that? And it's, I'm honest about it. I don't get products for free all the time. I got really, really lucky with Forge Motorsport when they sent me the front mount intercooler for free. People don't realize how lucky, well, they might realize how lucky that is, but I got really, 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 really lucky for that opportunity. A lot of my sponsorships, I still pay full price for the products. And that's one reason why I get sponsored by these companies, is because I'm not asking them for free products. You got to utilize these companies as an opportunity for marketing and advertisement for yourself, your build. People don't have to know I don't get products for free, because when they go to my profile and they see sponsors, Forge Motorsport, Visual Vinyl, Super Speed Wheels, Velocitech Lit Kit, Lit Logo, Brom Racing, they can assume in their head, oh, he gets a ton of free products. I don't care about that. What I care about is the recognition from these major companies that are allowing me to use their name to market and advertise. That's just the truth behind car sponsorships. Now, I only have like 1,100 followers on Instagram. There's no telling if I hit 10,000 followers one day that these companies might not give me the products for free in the future. But until that point, I gotta stay humble, right? Like, these companies, at the end of the day, they're doing a lot more for me than I do for them. A lot of my posts do blow up a lot bigger than my Instagram profile is. Like, I only have 1,100 followers, but a lot of my videos get 4,000, 5,000 views on a regular basis. So that's marketing for those companies, right? And they see that and they're appreciative, and they'll show you that appreciation over time. But it's not an instant thing. You don't just get free product just because you're there, you know? You gotta show long-term consistency. And that's the CEO of Forge Motorsport, that's one thing he said. There's a reason why I got the front end intercooler for free, is because since I got my car, I've been dedicated to Forge Motorsport. Forge Motorsport intake, inlet, carbon fiber engine cover, short shifter. I have almost every single product Forge Motorsport makes for the Elantra N, and I've never asked for anything, and I paid full price for all of it. I hashtag them and I tag them in every single post I make. I talk positive about them everywhere I go, and people tell them that. And the CEO recognized that after about a full year and a half of essentially advertising for them. And they were grateful for that and showed me the appreciation by sending me the front mount intercooler and a bunch of clothing like the t-shirt I'm wearing right now, actually. You could say it took a while for me to get to that point, to get that free product, you know? I post about the free product and that's all people see. Oh wow, you got a free product, but there was a lot of work involved in getting to that point. Timing chain problems, and because I'm paying for all that product full price, I'm working a ton of overtime to be able to afford that, you know? There's a lot more work in the back end, and I want to bring that to the forefront on my pages, on my YouTube, on my Instagram. I want to show people that it's not easy, and whatever you accomplish, you need to be. I'm trying to think of a different word because it's cheesy, but you need to be proud of yourself for what you're accomplishing. Like, it's not just post a video and get the reward. Like when you watch a Cletus McFarlane video, and every video he's buying a brand new car. Like, I bet he doesn't just do this, you know, because he's got millions of free money coming in. It took work for him to get to that point. People forget about the work that it takes. And I think that's where most of the success, like the feeling of success, comes from. It comes from the work to get there. The process. Once you fall in love with the process to get there, man, like, there's nothing you won't be able to accomplish because you're not worried about the reward. You're addicted to the process of just achieving and just achieving more. Hungry, driven. Timing, I just went on a rant. I do that every now and then. When you get me going on a certain topic, I'll just start info dumping. Timing chain problems for sure, but who knows who could have in VW Golf R. I'm all-wheel drive, my Mazda's out steering rack. Damn, bro, that Mazda, you're putting a lot of work into that Mazda shit. Been giving you some issues. I know what it's like to be a car guy, man, at a young age. I feel ya. Whatever you do, don't buy a $40,000 car. I'm telling you. If you don't buy the expensive car now and you save for a few years, you'll have what I have now 5 years earlier than when I got it. You know what I'm saying? Put a bigger down payment, get your payment smaller, and next thing you know, you'll be 25 years old, kicking ass. Sick cars, sick mods, you'll be able to buy whatever you want, whenever you want. Stay focused and locked in and work hard. When other people go out drinking on Friday night, taking overtime shift instead. Would you rather spend 200 bucks at the bar or make 400 bucks at work, you know? And everything I'm saying is shit I've done too. I'm not just talking like I don't drink, like I don't go to the bar. Every now and then I'll go to play pool and I'll spend 60, 70 bucks on rum and cokes. It's ridiculous. It's sad. That's car modification money, but here I am wasting it on liquid poison. Summer's here though, and I'm ready. I'm ready for summer. Gonna be playing sports with Dita, my boy Dita. Hopefully, Blake, you gotta hit me up too for a weekend. Do some working out, enjoy the sun. Get out of the house and stay busy for free. You don't gotta spend money to have fun. I went to the basketball court the other day, actually, Blake. I got really pissy though because I was playing in the wind. I wasn't. Oh, what am I doing? I took that corner completely wrong. I thought I was in a different corner. Definitely not. I'm sticking with 25 to 30 mark for pricing. I know it's a lot, but my goal is half the price is going to be down payment. Yeah, that's the way to do it, dude. If you could put like a hefty down payment down, get that car payment down to like under 150 bi-weekly, you're laughing. You're laughing. And then you're even set if gas prices decide to skyrocket through the roof again. You know what I mean? You're not like... Don't set your budget where most of your money's spent. You do have to prepare for economic changes, as we've all experienced in the last 5 years. Economic changes can really make or break people, especially when you're buying things at your limit. Never buy things at your limit. Monday, brother. Oh, I'm stoked, dog. I'm so stoked. I got all my ball stuff out. Back to work in July. Back to making good money. July? Are you in school right now? Is that why? I forget how old you are and stuff, bro. I know you're, I consider you an adult. You're like 18, 19, 20, aren't you? If not like 21 even. I forget your age, Aiden. Forgive me, bud. But why July? Why you waiting so long, dog? Get your ass back to work right now, bro. That sports car you want isn't gonna buy itself. Oh, I'm silly. Alright, let's get a good lap in here. No, too heavy. Tail happy. Bro, I've been off since end of February. Bulging disc, could barely walk, so I gotta build my oh yeah, bro, you just told me you just got out of surgery. I apologize, Aiden. It completely slipped my mind, bro. I sat here thinking maybe you were finishing school in June or something. No shit, you can't work yet. Yo, it'd be crazy. Definitely do not go back to work yet, bud. My bad, bro. I'm so like locked in on work. No, there's my phone alarm. I'm so locked in on work in a bit and Gran Turismo here that I don't know how that slipped my mind. You definitely gotta take it easy, bro. Yeah, definitely. Lots of physio, dude. Lots of physio. You gotta take your time. Even July sounds like that's early, if anything. Should be pushing it longer than that. But luckily you are young. I know it sucks being a young age and having that kind of surgery, but because you are young, your body's a bit more malleable, if you will. Like, you know, your ability to recover is a lot greater than people that are 30, 40 years old. So let's hope your recovery goes well, bud. Yeah, no, definitely not. Can't be crawling in those attics. Yeah, that's for sure, dude. I wouldn't want to see you doing that. You'd just make things worse for you in the long term. Good for you for taking the time for yourself. It's a good thing you're at that age too, because I'm assuming you're still living at home. And after that kind of surgery, you know, you need to be living with somebody to help you. I feel that. Yeah, there you go. D-Up in the chat, Aiden. That's my one of my childhood best friends there. I grew up side by side, and he's a bit older than I am, early 30s, and he's going through some shoulder issues right now, and he's feeling it. It's hard for him to recover. I know he doesn't mind me talking about it because he talks about it publicly sometimes. But that's exactly it. 30s hurt. Yeah, dude. 30s hurt. Don't tell me about it, man. I got 7 months left, bro, before I'm complaining. 7 months left before I never talk about my birthdays ever again. excited to turn 30. I feel like an old fart. I can't drive right now. Joints aren't in great shape. Just ask Blake to roll you some. Blake's got some joints for those joints of yours, Dave. Being fluffy don't help, but hey, c'est la vie. Being fluffy. Bro, this guy talks like being fluffy like he can't lift like a Ford Focus at 16 years old. Like, come on, bro. There's no fluffy guy lifting a Ford Focus at 16 years old. This guy. You're more like a fucking mountain than fluffy, dog. I'm 18. Knees are 40, back is 70, maturity's 12. Yeah, facts. I'm in the exact same boat, dude. Yo, cranky one, do you remember that? Dave, like, deadlifting his mom's Ford Focus? Bro, when I look back, I was like 13 years old or something, looking at Dave like he was an adult. Like, bro, this guy is like older than me and he just lifted a Ford Focus. Now that I'm almost 30 and I look back, bro, this guy was like 15, 16 years old. That's mutant shit right there. This guy's not even near an adult yet, and he's lifting the rear end of a car off the ground. Looking back, like, that's mutant shit. A 92 Ford Tempo. That was wild, bro. I'll never forget that. Right in front of the house. When you take a minute to, like, think about it, back then it was, like, still crazy, but now looking like, damn, yo, I see 15-year-olds walking out of elementary school, walking down the sidewalk, and, like, these look like kids, like skinny as hell, like me here, like tiny human beings. And then D-Up here was just like, step aside, let me get this car out of the way. Mental, bro. Call a tow truck. Nah, we got D-Up in the passenger seat. Save your money. This guy's just gonna put the whole world on his back real quick and move this car out of the way. I lost it. Stay in there. No penalty, boys. No penalty. We're good. I lost it. Overshot. All right, 225, boys. I took some overtime, so your boys got a dip. We've had 4 or 5 viewers in the chat for the last half an hour. I've only been on for an hour. I was by myself for like half an hour, and then D-Dup showed up, Aiden showed up, Blake showed up. D-Dup says, there's a reason my back is 90 years old now, though. Nah, we're not gonna say it's because you used to lift the car, bro. We're not gonna say that. Let's steer away from that conversation. Steer away, if you will. Let's pretend like that's not why. we'll talk about that when we're old and unable to get out of Lazy Boys. Sipping on prune juice like Mr. Price. Was that his name? Our old cranky neighbor that used to like hate when we played ball hockey in the front? It was Mr. Price, right? Beside May May and Aunt Vic. All work, WSIB. Yeah, it was definitely all work, man. You did a lot. Carrying insane amounts of stuff. That was a fun hour though, guys. Thanks for tuning in and viewing, even at work, or even if you're playing another game and you're just in here lurking. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get consistent with the streaming. Even if it's only an hour, I tell myself, just do it. Just jump on. It sucks that I can't really get a schedule down pat, but I'm going to start coming on even if it's literally like 40 minutes, you know. Sometimes when it's only 40 minutes to an hour, I tell myself like there's no point, and then I'll just, I don't know, make a snack or make something to eat. But I'm gonna start jumping on more and being regular and just getting the streams out there, because now that I'm affiliated, Twitch saves my VODs so people can go on and watch them after I make them. So it's worth being consistent and continuing to make them. His wife used to make us PV cookies. Bro, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't even remember his wife, actually. I remember seeing him like peeking out the front windows, and just like whenever we'd see him, it was like haunting. Or whenever we lost a ball hockey ball in one of the bushes in his front yard, and we knew one of us had to run in there and find it. He's gonna get so mad we're fucking up his bushes, moving all the shrubs, trying to find the orange ball in the shrubs. Yeah, he wasn't too happy when we'd do that. That's funny. That's funny. Alright guys, I gotta go shower. I'll chat with you boys later, man. I hope you guys have a great Friday. Blake, enjoy your day off. Dita, Friday for you, I'm guessing. Enjoy your weekend, brother. Yeah, we were young, man. We were just kids having fun. We were just kiddos. That was the other guy. What do you mean the other guy? No, that was Mr. Price. Mr. Price was the old guy. I don't know, what do you mean by the other guy? Across the road, we were playing baseball, and I caught the ball in his bush and fucked it right up. Across the road. Damn, I don't remember that, dude. I just remember Mr. Price right beside Derek's house, with the bushes and the shrubs in the front. Oh, you mean the little white house beside Penny? Price was beside Aunt Vic, but beside Penny. Yeah, okay, bro. I remember now. I do remember this. That little white house before that little old lady there. There was quite a few people that actually lived there, I think. Like 2 or 3 different people moved in and out. But yeah, boys. Nice chatting with you, man. Take it easy. Enjoy your day. Aiden, I hope your recovery goes well, buddy. Take it easy on yourself, man.